Game against 16 years old chess player. So it started with e4, c5, knight on f3, d6, d4, takes, knight on f6, and then a6. I expected that my opponent would play this variation, but it turned out so different than I expected. h3 and e5, knight e2, h5, g3, and b5, as I have in line. Bishop g2, knight d7, castle, and bishop b7. Instead of bishop b7 also would be good moves like bishop e7 or rook b8. But I decided to play bishop b7 to attack pawn on e4 and then play bishop b7 next. But he played good move knight d5. Here I made a mistake. When your opponent plays moves like that, you need to think with which piece you should take it. I took with bishop, which was a mistake, because you should not give this kind of strong bishop, and you can just simply take with knight, and if you take, just simply play bishop e7 next. And now d5 pawn becomes weak, and then you can play knight on f6, I take d5 pawn, castle, etc. So I would have so many chances here. But unfortunately, I was thinking so much, but still, I decided to take with bishop. Sometimes it happens that when you mix some variations together, so that's why you make this kind of mistakes, which is sometimes common for me. But I try to work on that. So I took with bishop, and which gave my opponent advantage. And nowadays, doesn't matter who you play, you make one mistake and you might lose the game. So I survived that, thankfully, and I played rook c8, which was a mistake here. Just bishop e7, develop pieces, castle would be enough. But I played rook c8. And here my opponent should have played a4. Just simply get big advantage, and if I take, he would take, and he would just get good position here. But he played rook e1, which is normal move. Attacking my king, I have to play bishop e7 not to let knight d4, and a4, strong move. Attacking my queen side. Castle, I have to do this. I didn't want to play before because I thought after before he would be a5 and my opponent would get good position because these both pawns would be weak, so I did not do that. And I castled. I didn't want to take on a4 either because he would take with rook and I would have a6 weak pawn. So I decided to castle and have only b5 pawn weak. Take, and knight c3. Another strong move, attacking my pawn on b5, and I play queen c7. My idea was that if my opponent would take knight on b5, I would take on queen c2, and I would just simply get a normal position here, in my opinion, which would be best continuation. But my opponent played bishop f3, and I played b4. I had to become active here, otherwise my opponent has really stable, big advantage, which unfortunately I let him to do so, and he used it. Rook on a7 and queen b8. Now knight is hanging and my next move is rook c7 and he played knight e4, which was a mistake from him. He should have played knight on a4 in order to attack pawn on b4, but he played knight on e4 and I played rook c7. He took, and rook on a6. I did not expect this move actually, and then I realized why he wanted to play. He wanted to play rook b6, attacking my pawn on b4, and I played queen b5. Here I was thinking so much, I didn't know what should I have played. Also, you can see the difference with time. He was not thinking as much, and that was really crazy. I am usually the one who has higher time than my opponent, and it was really crazy to see that he had 1 hour and I had 36 minutes. But well, you need to use your time properly. That's why this is classical chess. And I played queen b5. Instead of that, it would be better to play either queen c8 or rook c8 to attack pawn on c2, because queen b5 becomes kind of trapped, and you will see why. Rook b6, queen c4, attacking pawn on c4, b3, and queen c3. I did not want to trade my queens because I knew that his rook was pretty active and he had a pair of bishops, so I really didn't want to trade queens, and that's why I played queen c3. I wanted to do something, queen b2, attack on second rank, so yeah, but yeah, it was not a great decision. Here also I should have taken that and then played rook on c2, which I did not do that, unfortunately. And I played queen b2, which was absolutely a mistake, and I got almost lost position. He took, I took, and then he played rook c6. Really great continuation, and here I was struggling. I had time trouble. I really didn't know what should I have done here, how should I have survived. I really didn't want to lose because he was way lower rated than me, but I really wanted to make a draw at least. So I started thinking, how could I have survived here? And I realized that I should have been active and I should have been dynamic. So I played rook e2, He did not take it. He should have done that, but he wanted to remain pieces to attack me and win the game probably. And I play e4. Well, e4 is giving pawn, but the idea is to play queen e5 next and attack pawn on d5. And he started thinking so much, and it really worked because he took with bishop and I played queen e5, which in reality it's lost after bishop g2. If I take knight on d5, you can just simply play queen c4 and attack either knight or rook. And even if I take, it does not give me anything at all. Take, 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 and king on h2, and I have absolutely nothing. That's why he should have played here bishop g2. But he made mistake. After queen e5, he played bishop on f3. And that's how I play knight e5. It shows that I should have taken with rook, taking queen g3, and it will be draw actually. But I kind of didn't want to give him exchange here because I really did not see how should I have continued after that. But I have literally one pawn and really active pieces, and his king is weak, so I think it would be a draw, but I didn't want to complicate things. And I play knight d5, which is mistake. He should have played rook c4 here. But probably he did not like rook on e3 and then queen g3 and then knight on e3 here. But actually, after I took rook on e3, he would just simply take with queen on d5 and he would get big advantage here. So, or bishop d5. And he played queen d4, I took it. Brilliant move, only move. Otherwise, I'm just simply losing exchange. And I'm happy that I did brilliant move, and it's already my second brilliant move in this tournament, in second game. Queen d5, and I offered him a draw here, and he accepted. Well, actually, rook e1 was a mistake. If he would take and play king g2, he would get slightly better here, but there's different color of bishop, and there's many pieces, so probably he, as I did on the first round, probably that's why he didn't want to continue and accepted draw, and I'm really happy because that's the best result I could get out of this game. And next time I should be more focused in opening when I play and think more, because whatever you know, you might mix some variations because it's normal when there's tons of variations, especially in Najdorf. So I'll try to think more, and I give you this advice to think more in the opening, because one mistake and you might end up losing game. And if you like the video, make sure to give thumbs up and subscribe my YouTube channel.